Casey!
Stick your arm out.
She's an eye.
Alright, well, we're gonna have to cut all that.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, and welcome to Morning Recharge 3.
Good morning, guys.
Nothing happened.
Nothing just happened. We didn't just race past your sister.
Don't worry about it. And on today's agenda is are we gonna start off with a rant or some nerdgasms?
I wanna let's get the bad news out first, and then
So we're gonna start with the rant.
Yes.
All right. First of all, I said fuck Konami. I said fuck EA.
Yeah.
And now, as much as I hate to say it, I'm gonna say fuck Pixar.
But they're good people.
They're good people that lied to us. They told us that Incredibles 2 would come out before Cars 3.
Yes.
Nah, bitch.
So the story goes, Pixar released their full slate, the release dates for all of their movies up to like 2019. And so far we got Inside Out this summer. Then we have The Good Dinosaur during this Thanksgiving. We got Finding Dory during next year's June. Then we got...
So far, so good.
Yeah, yes, we expected those around this time. Mm-hmm. That's good. Then we start bad with Cars 3 getting pushed up to June 2017, where Toy Story 4 used to be, which now got pushed to 2018, June. We got the Day of the Dead film in November of 2017, which makes sense. Day of the Dead in November makes a lot of sense, so I don't blame him for that. And then the one movie, yeah, I know, right? Best movie ever. The one movie that we were all expecting to have earlier, because God forbid we liked the movie in 2004 and we just want a sequel to it, it's not coming out till June 2019.
And there you have it, internet. Start your rage debate.
We're getting Justice League. We're getting Infinity War Part 2 before The Incredibles.
We're getting Ant-Man 2 before.
How the fuck is this possible?
You can tell which one was a Pixar fan. Again, I'm gonna. I hate to say this, but fuck Pixar, because they have come out before and said, oh yeah, no, Incredibles 2 before Cars 3, and now Incredibles 2 has basically been pushed back, and now it's so far out there that they can essentially, if they have another franchise that comes out that does better than Incredibles did, they can essentially just keep pushing it back as far as they want.
I mean, they're already starting on the script. Like Brad Bird is already.
Yeah, they're starting on the script.
They're already got like most of the script
You want to know
done.
something interesting?
Yeah.
They started on the script for Half-Life 3 also. You don't see that coming out anytime soon. That's gonna be really sad.
Let's see. What angers me even more is that they already had Toy Story 4 for release, which is controversial enough to have Toy Story 4. But I would much rather have Toy Story 4 come out before Cars 3. But you know what, Pixar? Save your money, save your time, and do not release Incredibles 3. Because nobody wants it.
Oh no, we want it. It's just that
Cars 3?
Oh, Cars 3. You said Incredibles 3.
I said Cars 3.
You said Incredibles 3.
It is Incredibles.
Roll the footage!
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Alright, so
Cars.
There you go. I was right.
Yeah.
Fuck
Cars.
it. If I wasn't playing this part,
no, Cars. I'll cut this part of the video.
And one awkward Mexican phone call later.
Yeah. Excuse my Mexicanisms there.
That's probably gonna get cut.
Yeah. So what were we thinking about? The Incredibles, right?
Yeah. All right. So first of all, you totally said Incredibles 3.
I said Cars 3.
You said Incredibles 3.
Cars.
You meant Cars. You said Incredibles. Guarantee it.
We'll roll the footage and then we'll let them decide.
Yeah. But no. Yeah. Pixar really like Cars 3. The reason that they're gonna make that is because they can market it out and they can get toys. They can TV show, all of them.
They get a lot more marketing money from Toy Story.
Yeah, that's true, but like Cars is Cars. They're basically just toy cars with faces. That's not really challenging to create a toy out of. So the only reason I can see them making more cars is because they want to get more and more kids excited about cars, so they can keep making the toys and selling them. And like it's a legitimate business strategy. Doesn't mean that they're not dicks about it. Because fuck cars. I want Incredibles, damn it.
We all want Incredibles, man. We've all wanted Incredibles for over 10 years at this point.
Can you check how bad 6:35 is? Because this part's not moving. And I don't want to be late.
Let's check. Don't worry, we're not gonna be late.
We only have an hour to fuck this up.
Yeah.
Anyway, but no, yeah, Pixar's basically moved their slate around. I'm sure many people that care about that news have already seen it.
Yeah.
But for those of us that haven't, there's your bad news from
There's this little thing right in front of yours, like a mile long. That's bad. Everything else is clear.
Ah, Jesus.
We'll make it there in 22 minutes, so we're fine.
Anyway, I don't think there's a whole lot else to say about that. That's kind of old news. It's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Most people probably already know about that.
I'm still fucking pissed about it.
Yeah, everyone's pissed about it. I'm pissed about it. I'm not a Pixar fanboy, but I'm still pissed about it. Such is life.
No, if they're just relaying it so they can cover an Avenger in there, I'll be happy with it.
Saying what?
At this point, all the Pixar people have to do to get us excited for that movie, it's here's a render of a character,
Basically.
and they're done. They can get us excited with that for they can keep us, hold us for a little while there.
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like, what was it being delayed until 2019? Did you say?
In 2019, yeah.
2019? Alright. I feel like there's no point in having speculation on it yet, because we have no idea what it could be, who's gonna be in it, we have just no information on it. There's really no point in speculating on it just yet, so we might as well just move on from here.
It's just exciting.
It's exciting.
They're on the Disney brand. The Disney brand has Marvel.
They can definitely have a cameo.
A cameo of every character.
Reference, at least, to, fucking Iron Man or something.
Maybe they have the Avengers Tower in the whatever city the Incredibles are in.
Who knows? New York, are they?
Not New York. Some weird city.
They can definitely have references, I feel.
Yeah.
But I don't really know if a straight up cameo is worth it.
Yeah. Right. So speaking of Avengers.
All right.
There's this rumor going around that Bruce Banner will appear in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh boy. So what you're telling me is we might very well get a Thor movie with Hulk.
No. We're getting a Hulk movie with Thor in the name, in the title.
How are they going to have... well, okay, see, here's the thing, right? I'm the odd man out. I actually like Thor. I first of all, yes, I'm Nordic. I'm from the region that Thor would have originated from. Yes, I do think Vikings are fucking badass. So, I do think that, Thor does have... I just spit everywhere again. Thor does have, I think he's a cool Avenger. Fucking... Who else do you see with a giant... Well, okay, not giant, but heavy as hell battle hammer that can shoot lightning, fly around, and literally punch you into a different dimension?
Division.
He doesn't have a hammer.
He can take Thor's hammer anytime. He's just as worthy.
Alright, but do you honestly think that the Vision is cooler than Thor?
Yes.
Get out.
He's a 3D printed vibranium killing machine
that apparently has a issue with humanity in his own existence, and he doesn't know what to do with it.
At least he doesn't have daddy issues like Ultron.
Yeah, but the Vision's not... Alright, first of all, the Vision's, in honesty, it's not that cool of an Avenger, let's be honest.
I think he's the coolest addition to the Avengers so far.
Let's not talk about Marvel then.
And anyways...
So what we're getting is a Thor movie with a Hulk cameo in it.
Uh-huh.
And which could very well lead into what I think might be exactly
Planet Hulk. Planet Hulk.
Thanks for cutting me off, jackass. What I think very well could lead into Planet Hulk movie, which I don't know how many people are excited for it, but those that are excited for it definitely want it really, really bad. It's one of those things that not we, but like they wanted to see Hulk become king of a planet with his own. I don't actually really know like the whole idea behind Planet Hulk. I know like it gets put onto a planet.
He's deemed too dangerous for humanity, so the Avengers just kick him off Earth and send him to another planet, where he then like the Romans just beats the shit out of the best warriors in that other planet and becomes king. And then he's like, "Yo guys, I want to get revenge, so we're going to Earth. I'm going with an army." And now Hulk goes to Earth with an army to destroy the Avengers.
What a bunch of jackasses! All of them! Jesus!
Oh, and Hulk has the intelligence of Bruce Banner at this point, so he's very dangerous.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, okay, so that might mean that we would have to... Wouldn't that mean the end of the Avengers then? If it goes back to just like straight up kill them?
No, I mean I see it this way. I feel like because they've also said that where this whole like part of the storyline of Thor might not happen in either Asgard or Earth. It's gonna be like some other planet.
So it's not Asgard, it's not Midgard.
No, it's gonna be some.
They still have seven.
Like who knows? Maybe it's another realm. Maybe it's just
that's the
another
word.
planet.
Seven realms that they're gonna still to choose from. I can't see them doing it in Hell. Actually, I could.
I mean, it's Ragnarok. It's the apocalypse, so you have to. I mean, it's What if Hulk is Ragnarok?
Hulk isn't Ragnarok though. Ragnarok is not a being; it's an event.
It's an event, yeah.
Which, if they introduce, because the Marvel universe it has the full pantheon of the Nordic gods.
Yeah.
If they introduce Fenrir as a villain, that'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Because I forgot what his full title was, but basically he's a wolf, right?
Yeah.
Fucking wants to just basically kill Odin, bring about Ragnarok, basically, which is the end of the world. And he's I think he was like the Unbound or something. I don't know.
Right.
If anyone that's watching this has played Smite, which I've played it a little bit, it's all right. It's more fun on the Xbox than it is on the PC. But Fenrir basically is just a badass that kills everyone. I think I could be wrong on this. I haven't really checked up on it lately, but I think Fenrir is one of Loki's three children. Don't ask how, but Loki had 3 children.
Who did he mischief? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But he had a wolf, a horse, and then Hel.
Oh, what the?
Fenrir, Sleipnir, and
Sleipnir?
Not Sleipnir, Sleipnir.
Okay.
And Hel, Hel. Sleipnir is the 8-legged horse that Odin rides around on. Fenrir is the one that will bring about Ragnarok, the end of all beings, end of the 9 realms. And then Hel is the she watches over Hel.
Yeah.
Hel, 1 L, not 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a bit of a nerdgasm here just because I know the Nordic stuff.
That's the
but yeah, that's the Valhalla is the place for great heroes, right?
Yeah.
Hell is the place where those that have not done well, that they led good lives, but they didn't die in battle go.
Yeah.
Right. So they're not the bad guys. But then she also watches over the place where all the bad guys go. The murderers, thieves, the liars, rapists. Well, not really rapists because they murder, pillage, and rape was kind of like the Viking thing.
Yeah.
But like the people that were not honorable. I forgot the name for that place. But so she basically watches over Hell and Hell. One with 1 L, one with 2 L's. And her whole thing is that half of her face is completely bright white, pale as the moon. The other side is black as night. And so she's basically on a split personality disorder. Either you're in her good books or you're her bad books. And you don't know which it is until she judges you.
Right, so here's what I think about this whole thing. Here's how I feel about it. What if Thor Ragnarok, the events of that movie, take place around the same time Civil War is going on? it explains what none of them would be in either Cap's or Tony's side. Because let's be honest, if either of them appeared in those teams, whoever has a Hulk wins the Civil War pretty much. Like,
and whoever has Thor has basically all of Asgard with him.
Yeah, so they're like the OP characters. You cannot have them there. So what if events happen around the same time, which would explain what Hulk and Thor don't appear in there? They have their own adventure there. Thor, since this is the end of all things, Thor has like, hey Banner, I need a big green guy to help me out here. So he calls for the Hulk, to help him.
Right.
And then, they probably borrow a couple of things for Planet Hulk there. It's like, well, no, they're too dangerous. Get out. And then they bring him back for Infinity War. Or whatever. I don't know. That is what I think they could do with it.
That's possible.
Plus, let's be honest. The Thor movies, Thor 1 was about Thor. Thor 2 was about Loki. Thor 3 is going to be about Hulk and Loki.
Avengers 1 was about Loki. I mean, yeah, but I still like Thor.
I mean, he's gonna have the most screen time, but let's be honest, people are most excited about Loki. In general, like, I know you're most excited about Thor.
Alright, see, here's the thing. I'm completely on board. If they made a fucking Loki movie, I go watch it 10 times. Okay. I never watch a movie more than 3 times. So that's just the rule I have. But if they made a movie strictly about Loki, I'd go watch it.
Yeah.
Thor 3, Ragnarok, if that was about both of them, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
I'd go watch it a couple times. I still like, I have mixed feelings about them kind of jamming the Hulk in there. If they have it so that, the events of Ragnarok happen during Civil War.
Yeah.
Then it would make sense not to have them both.
Yeah.
But otherwise it's kind of weird to me that they would jam Hulk, who is a creation of science and quote unquote an abomination, into a movie about Asgardians. Yeah. It's kind of weird.
All right. So, why don't we transition to something else before we run out of time?
I mean, we still got like 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, but let's talk about the other topic.
Right.
The nerdgasm.
The nerdgasm. Woo! So someone. We don't have a name on this, do we?
Octogirl.
Octogirl?
She data mines.
Octogirl.
Yes.
Alright, well, thank you, congratulations, but Octogirl?
Yes.
Alright, that's amazing.
She was data mining the eShop.
Data mined through the shop on the Wii U.
And found the icon.
There was some information.
Yeah.
What was crap? Ow!
So what she found was the icon for Twilight Princess. It doesn't have the Wii banner, so it's not a port. She specifically says Twilight Princess HD. And there's been a lot more papers coming out with like games that are coming out later this year. They have Twilight Princess HD in them, with the respective like numbers. I don't know what they're called, but they're like there's big numbers.
You mean like the like serial number?
I don't know if it's a serial number. I don't know. Whatever. So those things are they're out. Like they found it, and it makes sense. Nintendo's holiday lineup is crap.
Yeah, no, well, it's not that it's crap. It's just that they
delayed everything.
They had reason to. They
have reason to.
They have reason because do you want to be going up against Halo 5, Nathan Drake Collection, Fallout 4? Do you want to go up against any of those games during holiday season? No.
Zelda could have, but they had to delay that. And then Star Fox, no, they had to delay that too.
No, that's the thing. The people that I know that I would have bought Fallout 4 and Halo 5 before any Nintendo game this holiday season. I'm glad that they delayed them because those games would have done horribly in their first week of launch. No one would have bought them. It would have been one of the bigger titles, and it makes sense to delay them because you don't want to be think about it like I don't know, football or hockey, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you went up against a 300-pound, 6'5" monster on the field, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to say, all right, I'll come back later when there's like, you know, you're not here?
Yeah.
That 600-pound, 6 foot, whatever I said, is the likes of Fallout 4, of Halo 5, all those big, gigantic releases. And you're any Nintendo game coming out. I'm sorry, but you don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna pull out the race or game. You're gonna let them score a couple times, right? And like, you know, once they get kind of tired out, like, you know, like no one's really paying attention to them anymore, you come back later and it's like then you start doing well.
Yeah.
Because now you got someone that's more your size, you know, 120 pounds, 5'10",
right.
whatever.
Now we're getting off topic right here. So that's one of the reasons why they could probably want this release, because you know they don't have a big game as a lineup, and it's a remake, so you know it's cheap to make, relatively. And they already have the software to do it.
Yeah.
With Wind Waker, and probably you know E3 was not so great for them, and there was a lot of backers who were like, "Where's Zelda?"
Yeah.
So there's Zelda.
I mean, a HD re-release, I feel, can hold up better in competition against Halo 5, Fallout 4, all those other games I just talked about, because it's
known.
What?
Because it's known.
It's known. It's already done well. The people who have played it are gonna buy it again because HD. Why the fuck? I would buy it.
I'm definitely gonna buy it.
If you walked up to me and said, "Hey, $60 for Twilight Princess HD," I'll say, "Yeah, fuck yeah, give it to me." So you know that if they release that for the holiday season, you know, then Nintendo has that. They have something that can compete with the likes of other major releases.
Yeah.
Now it's not gonna be, you know, on the level of.
I mean, they're not gonna be selling like millions upon millions upon millions, but they have something now to compete against, like
compete with.
Sorry. I'm excited. I think Twilight Princess, I mean, it looks decent for its time. It looks really good for its time. It could use a little graphical upgrade, you know, better textures.
Even like, you know, not much. Like graphics wise, it holds up.
Well,
like, it's still like it's not comparable to like Skyward Sword, but then again, Skyward Sword was more of a cartoon. Like Skyward Sword was like midway between Twilight Princess and Wind Waker.
Yeah.
But Twilight Princess, all in all, it holds up. Like the graphics aren't that bad. In all honesty, the only thing that they might want to do is like shaders upgrade, which is exactly what they did for the Wind Waker HD re-release.
I'm just saying, like, a lot of the textures are pretty washed out, and you know, it's an older game, so you know, you wouldn't blame them for like, hey, you know, let's upgrade the textures and have more detailed things around the world, make it a little more vibrant. You know what I mean? A little more detailed.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, we were talking about this yesterday when the Monday when the news dropped. But you know, it's called the Twilight Princess. The game is based on Twilight, which is, you know,
dark.
It's not dark and it's not light. It's somewhere in between. It's just like a all-around glow.
Yeah.
You know, and that they did that very well in the first place. So you know, if all they'd have to really do is get a shaders pack, so that if you're running around during the daytime, or if you're in, say, a town at night and there's someone voice crack.
Yeah.
Freaking A. Someone walking around with a torch, you know, like if you walked up next to them, you'd have a shadow cast behind you. Instances like that would make sense for a shaders upgrade. And everything else is kind of just like, they already did a really good job with the atmosphere. Graphics, very good in my opinion. And I mean, the only other thing I can see them doing is adding a bit more to the overworld.
Yeah, add that. Like that would be great, because the overworld is empty.
Overworld was empty. It was basically just a place for you to run around, shoot some hobgoblins.
I don't know, goblins? No, they're not. I don't know.
They change the name every time. Shoot some hobgoblins in the face, run to the next area, and then move on with your life.
Yeah. You know, here's what I like: make a more vibrant overworld. Like have more to do in there.
Yeah.
You know, and they did that with Majora's Mask, so they could easily do that. Make the tutorials a little shorter or more streamlined, to where like it doesn't feel like too much of a chore to do it. Like I understand you need to have them there. Just you don't make them as long.
A lot of those tutorials were basically just there to introduce the mechanics that will be used at one point or another.
But like streamline them.
Streamline them maybe, but it's like even then it's like they were pretty quick. It's just that you had to do all of them before you could leave.
Yeah.
They were pretty quick all in all, because between the I think the hardest one for me
was the
hurting one. Yeah. just because that took so
Yeah.
long. But here's the thing, right? They have that thing like, you know, oh, you can get gold, silver, or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't need to get gold on that. You only need to get you need to get bronze on that and you can move on.
Yeah.
And the bronze is like, you know, do this in 5 minutes basically. It's basically just complete the objective.
Yeah.
Gold is like do it in 2. So it's like they're not difficult, they're just time consuming.
Yeah.
And you know, part of the challenge of those challenges, the tutorials, because you know, they're tutorials at first and they turn into challenges. Part of that was that, you know, if you wanted to get the gold, you really had to work for it. You had to master these skills. And you had to really just work on it. But I mean, all of those tutorials are used at some point or another. I mean, between the get the Goron, or well, that's what I was gonna say. But get the weird goat thing that's charging at you downhill, get it on the ground, and so it walks back. That's used to get up to Goron Mountain.
Yeah.
The fishing thing is you have to use that to get the fish so you can get it sent so you can find the way up to the ice peak, mountain, challenge, whatever. Then there's the I'm trying to remember other ones. You have to use, you're constantly using the birds.
Yeah.
Because those are just something that you gotta keep using throughout the game. I can't remember anymore.
Yeah, you know,
but they're all used.
Yeah, I mean they're all used. Just start to streamline me a little more. Just that's it.
Personally, I don't really see a whole lot that I can do to streamline it. I thought they were already they were very straightforward. It was just a matter of doing them.
Or you know, maybe just put those tutorials in like the area where you are gonna use it, like or near that area, so they just don't have it all the tutorials covered up at once. And just like do it, you know, slowly one by one, like as you go along with the game.
Well, what make more sense for me is make them one by one. Make them so that they're all in the starting village. But make them one by one so that, you know, once let's say, you know, when you have to go up to Goron Mountain.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say because they have the letter carrier, right? Yeah. Mailman. All right. Once you start heading up Goron Mountain, letter carrier shows up. You know, you get a letter. Hey, Link. We need you back in the village. You know, this and this happened. You know, also you might, who knows, you might even learn something new and useful, right? You go, you do the goat thing, and then you know you go up to Goron Mountain and it's like, oh hey, this is exactly what I just did. Yeah. Right. It's just a harder difficulty of that, and then you know you move on with the game. That would make more sense. Maybe not like spread them out, because you know if you're going up Goron Mountain and then suddenly there's a goat that comes down before a Goron, what the fuck? How does a goat get here? Maybe
not a goat, but do it with a Goron. Like that's what I mean. Like, okay.
Yeah, well, all right, but the Gorons aren't friendly. Like that's the whole idea, is that, you know, they're not friendly to you and they're just gonna come down at you anyway.
Now there's one thing that I do not want them to upgrade at all. Do not upgrade the freaking textures on that spider.
Do it.
Because that thing was creepy as hell when I saw it the first time. I don't need an HD version of that in my nightmares. I don't want it. And
what about the chick at the end of the snow yeti chick?
She was less creepy than that. Like
her head turned around inside its socket, and her face turned from happy little wife to get out of my house. Are you kidding me? That scared me worse than the spider.
That spider was a lot scarier, man.
I just shot that spider in the face a couple times and I was okay with it. Okay?
It was creepy, and then you have all the eyes just walking all over the place. It's creepy.
That wasn't that creepy. The freaking chick turning her head around going, that was freaky as hell. I didn't like that.
Spiders are worse though.
Yeah. Moving on. But no, yeah, so
we won it.
So yeah, no, if you can't tell by our enthusiasm, we definitely won. HD re-release of Twilight Princess. I mean,
let's be honest, we're Zelda nerds. We're even going to the Symphony of the Goddess.
No, that's another thing. I got tickets to Symphony of the Goddess yesterday.
Yes.
So you know that's definitely, I'm gonna be excited for that. I gotta figure out. I don't know if it's gonna be like, is it a formal event? Like, do we have to dress up, or can we just show up in like t-shirts?
I'm gonna look at pictures online of how people go. I'm gonna wear my Majora's Mask. If I can wear my Majora's Mask shirt, I'll wear my Majora's Mask shirt.
I'm gonna totally go just wearing a Link hat. I actually have a Link cap, so I'm gonna...
Bring your 3DS, it's street pass everybody.
Yeah, no kidding.
Play some Majora's Mask while you're at it.
Yeah. But no, yeah, so... Yeah, if you can't tell, we're huge Zelda nerds. It's well, not nerd, geeks. Nerd.
Yeah.
All right. So, is there a difference between obviously neither of us are English speakers or native English speakers?
Yeah.
So it's kind of pointless to ask you this, but is there a difference between the word nerd and geek?
I know there is. I don't know the
what.
difference.
Fantastic.
I know there's a clear difference in it. It's just that it's I don't know it.
Great. Because I know I've been using them kind of like, they mean the same thing. What my understanding is that a nerd is like book smart, like someone that like gets straight A's. Like, oh my god, teacher, excuse me, you got that wrong. World War II didn't end until 1944. And fuck you, Melvin. There's a story there that I'm not going to tell you.
All right.
And then like geek is more like, like video games, comics, movies, that kind of stuff. Like, like that.
Yeah.
Geeking out over something is more like, being enthusiastic about
New technology, new video game, new movie, yay!
Yeah, exactly like that. Whereas nerd is like, straight A's in school and like,
Yeah.
all of the, oh my god, there's a girl talking to me. What do I do? Exactly. I did that a little too well.
You can talk from experience.
I can talk about the experience with the fact that I've got fucking asthma, which, fuck that disease. It's a disease, right? Yeah, it's a disease. Fuck asthma. And it's... I think I'd lean more on the geek side of things, though.
Yeah.
I feel like both of us kind of like
too.
lean on geek.
I mean, I'm smart. I'm just not like.
I think I'm above average.
Yeah.
I put myself there. I put myself above average intelligence, but I would not say that I'm like, I'm not the next Stephen Hawking. Not yet.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So we're Zelda geeks, I guess. And there's Nintendo in general. There's
I would say whatever you want about the company. Like they make amazing games.
They make quality games.
Yeah.
And that's what everyone knows them for.
Yeah. Even though the Wii U's not doing so well.
The Wii U's not doing so well, and they're gonna have their next console come out, and then
yeah.
Although Nintendo, if they made zero revenue for something like the next 20 years, they still wouldn't go bankrupt.
I know.
That's how much they've got all that money from the
freaking Wii and the DS.
Not even that, like the 80s and 90s. That's how much money they made off the NES and SNES era. They've got enough money stored up that they can go without getting any revenue, and they can still not go bankrupt.
I mean, I know that, but I mean, the Wii and the DS are their best-selling systems.
Yeah.
So, Nintendo has a lot of cash in the bank. They ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah. Although by 2035, we might very well see start seeing news of Nintendo facing bankruptcy. Not doing so hot.
And just watch the NX become the best-selling console in the generation. Just
yeah. Although, and this might be a topic for next week. I feel like traditional consoles might be on their way out. I feel like the next big thing for games is going to be virtual reality, because you start once like the HTC Vive that Valve is working on,
yeah,
and the Oculus and the Sony's whatever it was.
Everybody has one.
Everyone has one. They're all working on it. Once that technology is figured out, because like right now they're like what the Atari was back when it came out. Once they figure it out so that it's in its quote unquote like PS4 stages, that's gonna be the new standard. That's gonna be what everyone has. It's gonna be what everyone plays on. It's I see the
that and Pokemon Go.
That and Pokemon Go. Yeah. I see the traditional console on its way out right now. I feel like those are the ones that are gonna start taking over very soon. It's just a matter of figuring it out.
I would say anywhere between the 5-10 years from now, that I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Just because you need to get titles in there.
Yeah.
They gotta be quality titles. You gotta be able to have a good experience with them.
I mean, there's already some really cool games on there. Something I really want to try out, and if we, I feel like, you know, we could probably try out something soon. Is keep talking and nobody explodes.
Yeah.
It's a bomb disposal system that works really cool in VR. But again, you know that we can go more in depth next week. We'll have
we'll see.
some more information on random crap that's going to be happening.
Maybe Zelda's gonna be announced by then. Who knows?
Here's hoping. Anyway, I'm Tommy. That's Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on Morning Recharge, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.